Welcome back, Wolfpack. Today's lesson is 6.3, volume of pyramids and cones. Our essential question continues to be, how are the volume formulas for cylinders, pyramids, cones, and spheres related to the volume formula of a prism? So if you remember, last lesson, our formula for volume of prisms and cylinders is volume equals area of the base times the height, capital B times the height. Well, for pyramids and cones, it's very similar, except we're just multiplying it by 1/3 because a cone is 1/3 of a cylinder, a square pyramid is 1/3 of a cube. So volume equals 1/3 area of the base times height. Remember, big B is area of base, whether that base is circular, square, triangular, so on, and H is the height of the solid. So let's do example number 1. The base of a pyramid is square, 6 centimeters on each side. The height is 4 centimeters. Round to the nearest tenth. We're going to find the volume to the nearest tenth. So V equals 1/3 area of the base times height. V equals 1/3 area of the base. It said that it was a square, 6 on each side. So base times height times the height of the prism itself, or the pyramid itself, sorry. 1/3. The base is 6. The height of the square is 6. The height of the overall solid is 4. Okay? So we have volume equals 1/3 of 36 times 4. Volume equals, well, 1/3 of 36 is 12, so 12 times 4. And volume equals 48 centimeters cubed. So it's still area of the base times height, but then divide it by 3 or multiply it by 1/3. That's it. We will do examples 2 and 3 together in class, but it's the same thing. Volume equals 1/3 of the area of the base times height. Let's do example 5. Example 5 is a cone. Looks a little different, but it's still volume equals 1/3 area of the base times height. Volume equals 1/3. Now the base is a circle. So the area of the base would be pi r squared times the height of the solid. Volume equals 1/3 pi. My radius is 8, so times 8 squared. The height of my solid is 12. Okay. Volume equals 1/3 times 64 pi. 8 times 8 is 64 times 12. Volume equals, well, 1/3 of 12 is 4. So 4 times 64 pi. 1/3 of 12 is 4. 4 times 64 pi. You know what? I apologize. Let's actually, well, it doesn't really say specifically, but I'm going to assume this whole dotted line was A. Oop. I'm going to assume this whole dotted line was 8, so it means the radius was actually 4. So I apologize for that. You're actually going to have to erase, because I'm not going to start this video all over again. Okay, so the radius was actually 4. Since they gave us the whole dotted line, we'll need to assume the diameter was 8. That's what I go for going so fast. So 1/3 pi times the radius, which is 4 squared, times the height of the whole solid is 12. Okay, my apologies, but we're back to this point. So volume equals 1/3 of 16 pi times 12. 1/3 of 12 is 4, so volume equals 4 times 16 pi. Volume equals 64 pi meters cubed. There we go. So exactly what we did last class, volume equals area of the base times height. All we did was add in this beautiful little 1/3. Okay, dividing it by 3 or multiplying it by 1/3, whatever you prefer to call it. And we'll do the rest of the examples in class together. Remember, some of these formulas are on the FSA reference sheet, but it doesn't tell you when you have to use them. So you'll need to think back to, okay, a prism and a cylinder, that's the full shape, it's area of the base times height. A pyramid and a cone, it's a part of the prism, it's part of the cylinder, so I'm going to divide it by 3 or multiply it by 1/3. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you next class, Wolfpack.